Today, we want to welcome Cletus Evans from a wonderful organization that recognizes local veterans. It's called Honor Flight. Maybe you've heard about it, maybe you've seen a little bit about it, but I guarantee you, you don't know how exhaustive this organization has been in getting the veterans on those flights and what you do. Welcome, Cletus. I admire so much what you're doing. But first of all, let's make sure everyone knows what Honor Flight is all about.
Well, first of all, thank you all for having us here. Honor Flight Bluegrass is an organization that flies World War II, Korean War, and Vietnam veterans to Washington, D.C. to see their memorials if they've never seen them before.
Mm-hmm. It's incredible what you're doing, and I have seen the guys get off the planes and the expression on their faces. How do you find the veterans who want to go on these flights?
Well, right now we're in a scramble to find as many World War II veterans that we possibly can because, as you know, they're not getting any younger. Mm-hmm. And according to the statistics that we had at the start of the year, we only had about 500,000 left. That seems like a lot, but in the entire nation out of 16 million that serve, it's very few. And with them dying at 360 per day, mm-hmm. If you did the math, it's only about 4 more years worth of life there. And so we want to get them to see their memorials because they deserve it. Mm-hmm. They earn that right. And there's a lot out there that think they don't deserve to go, but they really do deserve to go.
They do deserve to go. And my dad was a World War II veteran. I'm very proud to say, fought in the Philippines during World War II and just passed away recently. But I know that at several years in the past of his life, it would have taken a lot to get him on a plane and go see all of these things. What all do you need to have in order to get the veterans to Washington, D.C.?
So we have 21 board members, and of them come a variety of careers and traits that they have. We've got people that served in the military. We've got people that did not serve. And then we have volunteers. We get medics and paramedics, EMT workers, nurses, and doctors even volunteering their time to go on the flight. Mm-hmm. And we make a great staff that goes on that flight, from bus captains to those medical personnel, to ensure the safety of those veterans. And each veteran has their own guardian. Mm-hmm. That is a requirement that we have. And that way they've got someone to take care of them all day long, whether they're walking on their own or they're being pushed in a wheelchair. Mm-hmm. That's what we do.
Does the guardian have to be a relative, or can it be a friend or someone that volunteers to do it?
We encourage family members to be involved because it's a wonderful experience. We do require that they be able to lift, 150 pounds because they need to take care of them. Mm-hmm. We like to see at least the guardian be one generation removed. Mm-hmm. And then there are volunteer guardians out there who are tremendous at helping us out when there's a veteran that might not have any family left.
Mm-hmm. Say, if I wanted to be a guardian, how much would it cost me to go on the flights?
So all guardians, whether you're a family member or volunteer, pay a $500 guardian fee, and that covers all of your expenses, but the veterans do not pay anything.
Nothing.
Because they've already paid.
That's right.
With their service.
So who does pay? How do you get your money for this?
So the entire organization is a 501c3, and we are fully funded by the public. $1 today would be $1 I didn't have yesterday, and that's we rely on them. And
just public donations, pure and simple.
That's right. And we encourage companies and organizations to get involved. We've got sponsorship packages. If there's someone out there that wants to write a check for the whole plane, I mean, it averages about $100,000 per flight. Mm-hmm. Because we buy the plane, we buy all the seats, and we make sure we fill all the seats with veterans on there. So we want to be good stewards of the public's money.
I want you to tell me what it's like when you're there with the veterans and they're looking at these monuments, World War II or Vietnam or any of the monuments. What is it like to witness this?
So you want to get me teared up, I see. And that's okay. My experience from this and watching the veterans is that it's very moving for them because, as I said before, a lot of them don't think that they're heroes. Mm-hmm. And they feel as if the real heroes didn't come back home. Mm-hmm. Those are the real ones, and they'll tell us this all day long. And there are some very tearful moments when we go to each memorial. Whether it's the Vietnam Wall and a Vietnam soldier had lost a cousin or brother or best buddy, and that happens often. And we're just glad that we can take them there and let them see this, because a lot of them can't afford. That's how this whole organization got started back in 2005, Honor Flight Network, is because World War II vets couldn't afford to go to D.C., and we needed to find a way to get them there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And for them, it must be a profound experience.
Our best comments when we get home from family members are either, "It's the best day of my life," or "My grandfather will not shut up talking about it," because they've never talked about their experience before to their family.
That's true.
It opens them up. And you'd be amazed at 5:30 in the morning when you get 30 World War II veterans together, they will talk faster and amongst each other like you would not believe, like they were just back in the day and best buddies and best friends.
Right. Because they have so much in common.
That's right.
That's right. So if someone wants to help with the Honor Flight, someone wants to get on an Honor Flight, how do they contact you?
First thing and foremost, go to our website, honorflightbluegrass.org. And most of the questions will be found there. There's a 800 number on there as well. They can call. You can sign up to be a veteran applicant. You can be a guardian applicant. You can be a volunteer. And you can donate there as well.
Well, I want to thank you for doing this, because I know it's a big job, and it's greatly admired and needed and valued in this community, and that's Honor Flight Bluegrass. And you can contact them at their website,